So last time when I uploaded the beginner lip kit video, many of you liked it and found it very useful, because the problem in today's time and age for beginners when it comes to selecting makeup products is they have too many options, to an extent that options make them so confused. They don't know what to choose because they have so many options. So I thought of making a separate video wherein I cover skincare and makeup. Okay, it's a simple beginner kit. Like, it's almost like a starter grooming kit that you need to have for your skincare and makeup alone. Like, this is pretty much enough if you're just starting out with makeup. Okay, and after sometimes you can build on this. It's not that you need to scratch this makeup kit off and then you need to start building something new. You can build upon this kit as well. So yeah, that is the motto of today's video. And I also created this makeup look using the kit that I'm going to share. It's a very simple makeup look that will make you look put together. Okay, into college or office, if you are a beginner, you can just buy these products and follow this tutorial and look presentable every single day. Okay, so yeah, now without any further ado, let's get started. But before that, if this is the first time you're watching me, hi, I'm Soundarya. I make unfiltered and relevant beauty content, especially for brown skin, here on YouTube and on Instagram. If that sounds like your thing, you know what to do. Smash the subscribe button, ring the bell, and hit follow on my Instagram. Now without any further ado, let's begin. Okay, now first let's start with skincare. First product that you will be needing is a face wash. There are so many options in the market, but if you're a beginner who is just starting out, and if you want a very good basic face wash that will do more than basic, niacinamide is your ingredient. Okay, niacinamide is a jack of all type of an ingredient. If you have oily skin, acne, pigmentation, compromised skin barrier, niacinamide will definitely help with all these concerns, but it will not completely cure those concerns, but it will definitely help. So no matter what your skin concern is, niacinamide is an ingredient that has a role to play in that. Okay, so that is why I thought I'll add a niacinamide based face wash here. This is dermaco 2% niacinamide. This one is oily skin variant. They also have a dry skin variant, which will be on the gentler side, non-drying side. This one is not a drying face wash, but is more suitable for people with oily and combination skin. And next step is to moisturize your face. You can of course go ahead and use serum or toner if you wish, but I would recommend you to start with cleansing, moisturizing, protection. After you get some idea about skincare and everything, you can move around and add more things to your routine. I have two options for you all. The first one is plum rice water and niacinamide one. This again has got 2% niacinamide. This is a moisturizer that if you have oily combination skin, you will definitely love this one. But if you are someone with dry and irritated skin, then go for this Pilgrim moisturizer. You can see how much I have used it. This is like my everyday moisturizer. I love using this. It is very hydrating but so light in weight. So if you have dry, irritated and sensitive skin, you can definitely go for this. But if you have oily combination skin, acne prone skin, then Plum's niacinamide moisturizer is the one for you. Okay, it feels like water and it moisturizes really well without making your skin look oily. Okay, that is the reason why I love this a lot, especially for daytime. Now this is like so good. Anyway, moving on, next step is sun protection. Now, no matter what your skin type is, just trust this one sunscreen. This is Dermaco Hyaluronic Acid sunscreen. Now, this is a very lightweight sunscreen. You will feel you have applied nothing. That is how beautiful this sunscreen is. It will not give you the darkness or gray cast. And at the same time, since it has 1% hyaluronic acid in it, it will also give you that boost of hydration. Okay, so no matter what your skin type is, this sunscreen is the best in my opinion. So you need to like take 2-finger worth of sunscreen. Okay, I'm gonna take this much and apply it on my face. I'll tell you how to do your night routine using the same set of products. Okay, You need to wait for 2 to 3 minutes for the sunscreen to absorb, and then only you need to do your makeup. Okay, yeah, I'll come back after 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 minutes and my skincare absorbed. Now I'm going to prime my face. For that, I'm not going to use a primer. I'm going to use this setting mist. I'm going to use this Mars Wonder Spray. I love this. This makes your preps your skin really well, like prime your skin really well, and it's also will make your makeup last long. The mist is so beautiful, very affordable, and I really love this spray. So I'm going to use this as a primer. Okay, just shake and okay, this needs to dry and settle down on your face before you proceed with the next makeup step. Okay, the setting mist that we applied dried and settled down. Now will I recommend a primer for beginner? Now, to be very honest, I will not, because beginners don't really know the skin concern and makeup concern that they have, because they are just starting out with makeup. To choose a primer, you need to understand your skin concern, how it is affecting your makeup outcome and your makeup concern. Understanding of these two factors is very important when you choose a primer, which is something beginners will not have. So that's the reason why I'm not recommending you to invest in a primer. You can, but what if you invest in a wrong primer? That is the reason why I'm asking you to invest in a setting spray and use it in the place of a primer. Okay, so let's move on to the next step, which is color correcting or coverage. I have pigmentation and dark circles, so I'm going to use a concealer. Concealer is pretty much enough. You don't need to use a foundation or I mean, compact powders are okay, but then if you have deep set dark circles or hyperpigmentation, then a concealer is a wise investment. Okay, so that's what I'll say, because compact powders are anyway going to cost around 500 or 800 in today's time and age. So I think if you invest in a concealer, it is going to provide you more coverage, and you can also use it for many festivals and functions. So investing in a concealer is a better and a wise decision. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution IRL filter concealer. I'm going to use the shade 13.2. I have separate video on how to choose the best shade of concealer. I'll link it over here, you can go and watch it. Yeah, this is a concealer with yellow undertone, which will cancel and conceal, which will neutralize my pigmentation, and it will also provide me the coverage that I need. I'm going to apply it on the areas where I need coverage. Just dot it like this, and next I'm going to blend. For that, I'm going to use this Colorbar Blenditude Beauty Blender. Now, brushes again is a old topic, so I don't want to get into that in this video. I'll upload a separate video again. For a beginner, I think beauty blenders are better, because they will anyway absorb excess product, and you won't end up with cakey base. So I personally feel for beginners, beauty blenders are better, and it's also one product that you can invest in and do your entire base also. So it's a smart investment in my opinion. Okay, and just dab and blend your concealer. That's all. And also, while you're like doing makeup for the first time, or if you're starting out, make sure to blend your foundation and concealer over this area and all that. Like, once you blended your concealer out, make sure to blend on the edges and ensure that it looks seamless and natural. Now, next step is to use a loose powder to set your concealer. For that, I am recommending this Dazzle loose powder. This comes in 16 different shades, and you will be able to find your shade. I found my perfect loose powder shade in this range only. So yeah, that's the reason why I always recommend it. I'm going to use the same beauty blender and just do it like that. I mean, dip the beauty blender and then remove the excess. Okay, and now set it like that. You can also buy these type of puffs that you get on Amazon, but I wanted to keep it minimal and simple again, so I'm using the same beauty blender. Just take ample amount of powder, don't take too much, okay? Just take ample amount of powder and always remove the excess, and then dab it and blend it till it disappears on your face, okay? If you have dry skin, you can use a powder as well. My favorite powder brush is from Mars, actually. It's their Artist Arsenal in the variant BRF01. This is a very good powder brush. If you have dry skin, you can use powder brush, because this will give you that very light dust and it will not dry out your skin, okay? Okay, that is how the base looks. Next, we are going to do our eyebrows. For that, I'm using this Swiss Beauty micro precision eyebrow pencil. This is a pencil that is very tiny, so it's easy for you to do your eyebrows using this. That's the reason why I'm recommending this. This also comes with a spoolie, so you don't need to buy an extra spoolie. So what you need to do is first take the spoolie side and brush your eyebrows really well. And you need to see whether you want to overdraw your brows or you just need to fill in. Like in case if you have very well defined brows but is very sparse, then what you need to do is just follow the natural line of your eyebrows and then fill in, okay? Like strokes, like go in this motion and fill in. But if you are someone who has thin brows, or if you are not okay, like if you are someone who wants to give a different shape to your eyebrows, then what you can do is you can just overdraw, which is something that I usually do, okay? I just connect and draw like this. Can you see? This is the overline, and then I just fill in. I just like to bring this shape to my eyebrows, okay? Again, all these steps now, if we sit down and learn, there are so many techniques in there. Again, I'll upload videos slowly on those techniques as well, but for as a beginner, if you're starting out, learning this much will definitely help, okay? And then after that, take your beauty blender and then go over. You have the leftover powder, right? This will set the eyebrows and it will also make it look more natural. Eyeshadow or eyeliner or kajal, that is up to you, okay? You are going to choose one. My favorite will always be an eyeshadow, so I'm going to use this Swiss Beauty Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette in the shade 04. This eyeshadow palette range is so good, like you can literally choose a shade as per your preference, like the color preference, okay? And I'm going to use this brush from Pro Arte. It's their AE25. It is a shader blender brush, which means you can pack the shade and also blend it. This is the kind of brush that a beginner will find very useful, because I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to pick this brown shade. You can use any shade that you wish to, and then just pack it. In case if you are not an eyeshadow person who loves kajal and eyeliner, you know how it goes, right? Just apply kajal and eyeliner. I am not great with eyeliners, okay? So you can refer some other videos for that. Just use the sides, like pick the eyeshadow from the sides and pat it, and then use the top part to blend the eyeshadow. Like when you're starting out, use a shade that is close to your skin tone, because it will be very easy for you to blend and make that shade work for you, okay? And next, ideally I would recommend you to buy a brush for your lower lash line, but today I'm going to use it. Like pinch your brush like this and make it like this, okay? And then use the brush to apply a little bit of eyeshadow on your lower lash line. This is the eyeshadow look that I do for my everyday thing, like just brown eyeshadow, that's all. Next I'm going to use a mascara. I'm using this Mars Fabulash mascara. This is such a beautiful volumizing mascara. I think in the affordable section, this is the best mascara that I've ever used. Just apply one coat and wait for about 2 to 3 seconds, okay, until it's semi dry, and then do another coat. That's all, okay. Don't disturb it anymore. No more mascara coating, okay. So at any point if you messed up with your mascara like this, like I did, if you applied your mascara somewhere, wait for it to dry. Don't like be tensed because of that. I will show you how you can remove that mess, okay. So yeah, let's do the last step, which is lipstick. I have a separate video on beginner lip kit, like where you can you can find a complete lip kit, right from lip balm to lip liner. I've covered everything, but in this video I'm going to show a suggestion that is universal. Brown is a universal shade, so if you have a color like this, a lipstick like this in your lip kit, you can literally wear this for anything, right from black to pink to teal to any color. You can use this lipstick for any color of outfit, okay. So yeah, this is Lakme Forever Matte in the shade Brown Espresso, a true brown, a medium brown, not too bold as such, okay. So it's going to look really beautiful and nice. The number of time I've recommended this shade is really unhealthy. Like I think in every lipstick recommendation video this will be there, because I love this shade. Okay, now I'm going to take the spoolie side of the eyebrow pencil and gently rub off this mascara thing, okay, and take a little bit of powder, dab gently on that area. And the last step is to apply the setting mist again to make this makeup look like skin and last longer. Okay, now when your setting mist is around 80% or 90% dry, take your loose powder and apply it only on the centers of your face. This is going to remove any type of dewiness the setting mist has given you, only from the centers of your face, okay. Don't apply it all over your face, only apply it on the centers. This will remove that shine and give you that fresh face. And yeah, that is it. This is the final look. Looks simple yet put together, very professional, nice, and minimal and classy, right? I really like looks like this. Perfect for your everyday needs, and also if you are a beginner, this is good, right? Yeah, now let me just tell how you can use the same skincare products for your night routine. You just need one makeup remover. My favorite is Plum cleansing balm and Face Shop cleansing oil. You can buy a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil like that, or you can simply go for Garnier micellar water. And what you need to do is remove the makeup and then go in with your face wash which you used in the morning time, and then follow it up with the moisturizer. That's your nighttime routine. That is pretty much enough. As I already mentioned, start with this routine, and as you go you will get some more understanding, and you will be able to expand your skincare and makeup routine better, okay. And yeah, with that, it's a wrap. I hope you all found this video useful and informative. I'll meet you all in my next video. Till then, take care.